Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Nine Kings. Today we are going to be trying a Raptor build. I wanted to play Nine Kings again in order to showcase the Raptors because they are a very cool unit. I am going to tentatively try it on King 5, though I think as you get up in King level, the amount of viable builds sort of goes down in number. I think we've got our Raptor riders like right off the bat, which is kind of cool. There's the Warlocks and the Defenders. They will be our riders. I'm not sure quite how Raptors will synergize with Defenders, but I assume it'll be good. I'm going to grab another camp so that when we place our Raptors down, we're going to be going for like a twin Raptor build, if I can help it. When the Raptors go down, they will benefit from the stats. And so we'll be able to like double scale. Definitely don't want any of these except maybe migration. You know, shields is fine. We're going to be, at least in the early game, pumping up the Warlord a little bit. Though I want to avoid doing a Warlord build because I think that is kind of just like the generically good build. For the King of Nomads, it's like Warlords and mobs pretty much. And then you migrate the Warlord over and over to get infinite mobs, which benefit from the Warlord scaling. It's a very good build, and it's very not me right now. I think Vampirism works really well on the Defender, and Pillage is just good. So I'm fine getting that. Not only does it double migrate, it works with Offering to give more spells. It works with Earthworks to give you free copies of cards. Overhaul upgrades one more unit. Pretty much most of like the best spells, best cards in the game, in my opinion, are card destroyers, which Pillage directly boosts. I would like to get Raptors. Cringe. Okay, we're getting a camp level up. We might want to just put down some trash. Getting, I was going to say sacrifice would be cool, but we're getting completely eviscerated by the King of Flood. We might be losing this round, so ladies and gentlemen. It is a big we shall see, though. There's still a chance to turn it around. We will probably also get mogged by the King of Nature, who will instantly destroy our champion, but such is life. The crippling weakness of the King of Nomads. Actually, I can already tell the way this is going. We're just going to quick restart now and save us some time. Alright, King of Greed, King of Spells. We've got a camp to start off with. Got mobs to start off with, which will be helpful, and we've got imps and boars. I do like imps as a unit. I think they are kind of great, and they do scale or synergize with the Warlord. Offering is great. I think I'll probably use that on these boars. So I do not want boars for my final build. We are once again going for Raptor's build. So I would prefer to not have any like weird double animal stuff. Thief would be a kind of okay Raptor. I don't know how that would work. I wouldn't want the Raptor to teleport. I think I'm going to put a vault down as well. So I do think getting coin is good. It is very nice, one might say. Then we can Offering the boars after that. I guess Warlocks would be kind of good. Wizard wouldn't be horrible as a Raptorable either. I think I'm down to try that. Overwork is really nice, though I like Pillage more, I think, in this case, because we were literally, you know, about to destroy some shit. Gonna plop the wizard down, and then I'm gonna clone the imps to overwork the imps. We gotta level up on the imps and the wizards, which is actually like who I would pick. And then we can procreate the imps, which gives us even more mobs. We should have a nice sturdy foundation now of units, which will allow us to transition into the weak Raptor build with ease, I think. I think I'm fine just getting another vault from this guy. I'm gonna put it over here just so that we can offering it at some point. Oh yeah, I didn't notice this guy got leveled up from the overwork as well. Good on him. We're getting 9 gold per turn. That might set us up for a really good shop, actually. I don't want any of these. An offering is amazing. We've got Illusionism, which is perfectly good because I want raptors up there. We've got many swords, which I'm gonna just arm the imps with. And I guess we could overwork the imps. The imps are gonna be our like main characters as raptor riders. So I think that will be cool. Oh yeah, they're nibbling the absolute shit out of those guys. Here we go, here's our next camp. Glorious. We could migrate the imps, maybe. Especially if we get like a double migration. If we get another offering, what would I want to offer? It's the real question. I am kind of digging the mobs as like a unit of crabbiness. I could just get a warlord level up, actually. I think that's fine. It's time to wage war against another king. Definitely not the king of Pog. Okay, it's the king of blood, I guess. Not super happy about it, but it is what it is. Wait, do I have 2 migrations? I need to be using that shit. We can give the imps 20% more HP and attack, which is just insane. And then on top of that, it would also give the mobs a bunch. I do have double migration and another swords. No, I want raptors. There we go. Alright, migration 1. Beautiful. Do they get double benefit from the camp as well? If so, that is kind of crazy. The King of Greed is mogged. Absolute destruction. We've got the money, the shop. Guess I'll grab another vault. Procreate is good. I kind of like the idea of Midas Touch this early though, which I know is insanely greedy, but I'm just greedy like that. I figure we get like a little coins here and there that'll let us purchase more rerolls, which will allow us to tailor a build or fish for more offering cards, which will be more good. We might be able to sacrifice the vault at some point guilt-free. Here's another raptor. Gonna be plopping these lads down, which will be cool. The raptor riding imps got instantaneously destroyed. Dude, wait, what's going on? Are we dying? How is this possible? Are like imps or Super Saiyans? We might be dying, you guys. Might be losing a round. Dude, the King of Blood fucks on King 5. What the hell? Guess I'll get shields. We're gonna domain expansion over here and make use of the double migrator in order to make the imps stronger. And I'm gonna give them 12 flat HP as well. I did that completely in the wrong order, by the way, but it is what it is. It looks like we're, yeah, completely eviscerating the King of Spells. The mobs will continue to be like a nice little cushion for us for the time being. We will reroll for offering cards. And I suppose I'll get a vault down. This will, of course, get offering when the time comes. You know what would be nice to get from offering? Some earthworks. It would give me 3 vaults, which I could then plop down and then in the future offering. And it also, you know, benefit the encampments. Guess I'll get some raptors. Smithy is fine. I like Smithy. We need to order of operations properly. So offering first, then raptors. And then I see overhaul, which I'm a little bit tempted to just utilize. Even though it's gonna slightly slow our raptor scaling. I think it's worth. Yeah, because if it hits this encampment, it basically is like we didn't go down in scaling at all. And then a little bit tempted. I don't want to go for a warlord build, so I'm going to try to just level up the imps in such a way that they don't need the warlords. Basically going to try to be towerless almost. Obviously we mog the King of Greed, unless something unexpected happens. I'm sure the King of Greed appreciates that I'm like Midas touching his dudes. Yeah, I'll get a vault, why not? Is it a boring play? Sure. Does that matter? No. Not even slightly. It will give us slightly more gold as time goes on. Which is just amazing. It'd be nice to get the camp back before illusionism happens. Actually, I think it's just happening. Our imp's already max level. Sacrifice seems kind of interesting. I don't know where I would, or what I would sack. Because the raptors are going to be level 3 as well, I think. I could sack the vaults. I think that's going to wait. We're going to try to get an earthworks from the King of Spells indirectly. The earthworks will let us duplicate the vault, assuming we get it. Then we'll plop down a level 1 vault, and actually we'll put it in like a Y formation. Please offering me. Offering, thank you. I mean, I'm going to migrate the imps. It's going to be one off round, but the imps will be 10% stronger, which will hopefully compensate for that. It's looking really dubious. The imps riding the raptors might have actually been way more important than I thought. That's fine, we have 1 extra life to spare, I guess. And I'm going to have to migrate once again. That's absolutely horrible and fills me with great dread. Though on the positive side, we have about 36 more mobs to soak up damage. You know what? I can offering the raptors, why not? We'll put a hole over here. Okay, did we get an earthworks? No. That's tragic. We've got an overhaul, which I don't think actually does anything for us. Just gonna double boost the imps, procreate the raptors, and order of operations. I should level up the camp first, but it's fine. Because our imps are now insane gods that are just completely destroying the enemy's backline. I guess we're gonna be sacking sacrifice. Dude, if we could get slimes from the rainbow army, that would probably solve a lot of our problems. We could just put like an open slot over here on the domain expansion. Unify would be pretty fucking insane, I will say. Because we would be going from 274 mobs to 274 imps. It would be more of a imp build than a raptor build, so I think I'm not going to go for that. We want slimes. And we're going to try to go for, I guess overwork is fine. The slime's going to go back here. if we can survive a few more rounds, or if we get an Earthworks offering, then we are going to be so fucking in the money. It is unbelievable. I want some random trash thing. The Dragon Den will work. We'll finally be able to utilize our stuff. Alright, Dragon Den, you're about to get offered. Carnage is just very good as well. The King of Blood being made peace with is fine. King Greed would have also been fine. First things first. We didn't get an Earthworks, we got more overhauls that we're not really using. I guess we just boost our imps and slash or the raptors. Again, the raptors sums its stats with the imps, so any upgrade we put on the imps is buffing the raptors. Can I get an offering, please? Please, sir. Ugh, don't want to spend everything. Do I have anything I want to overhaul? I mean, I'll put the library down. It will add stacks carnage at least. The Nomad's Rebellion is instantaneously destroyed, of course. And we can put another encampment down, which I might as well. We've got units, which does literally nothing for us. Because we're probably going to offering the library, or overhaul the library in order to level up the camp. And then the domain expansion will come into play as well. I guess I'll Midas Touch. You know, I'll wait one more round. Midas Touch the imps. Get more gold. The domain expansion is about to hit, which is wonderful. Guess I'll get a camp level up. Don't really care specifically. But we now have multiplying gnomes. You know what? Actually, I can just overhaul using the encampment. And because I want to hit the imps, I'm gonna do this again. Oh, this is gonna be so bold. I think we're above the curve enough where I can get away with this. And I just want to add 200 imps, you know? Or like 20% HP and damage the imps twice. Let's get an offering going. Can offering these slimes and then migrate the imps. And then we might be able to get rid of the mobs at this point, which I know sounds crazy because it is crazy. Oh, also we might as well overhaul using these imps just to get our warlord maxed out. I want this to be a non-mob build is the thing, a raptor build. So getting them out of the way I think would be cool. Another overwork I think is fine. So we'll apply to my imps and therefore my raptors. Can we get another offering card? We can. Right now is the time. Sorry mobs, you were cool, but now you're not cool. I'm gonna procreate the raptors, get a little bit more HP, and I guess I can overhaul these slimes. There's literally no reason not to. That is specifically their purpose. We can mortgage the slimes as well. And do I want to put another library down? I think the answer is kind of yes. Yeah, we'll mortgage, get a bunch of gold, then we'll offering them next round. Yes, sir. This is going great. Absolutely fantastic, dude. Anytime we get any destruction card, it's just like another universal stat upgrade. King of Greed is leading his final assault. That's fine by me. Hold up. Shields first, then mortgage, and then migration. I mean, sure, why not? Can have slightly better slimes. The King of Greed dares try to zap me. We kill him. Teleport behind him. Nothing personnel. He is destroyed. Obviously, we're going to continue playing. We're going to see how high we can take this Raptor build. This Raptor Imp build. We can domain expand whenever we want. The chaos has increased. And we got a mortgage. I'll just get myself some gold. Why not? It's a 90 gold for the back pocket. Offering card is beautiful stuff. Can wage war against another king. I think King of Nature is fine. We no longer care if our guys get sniped. This is awkward. Actually, it's not awkward. So overhauls will let me mill these cards and get stats on my dudes that I want to have stats on. Beautiful stuff. Clone, it's not what I'm looking for. Procreate is. Let's get these raptors cooking. We should have officially more raptors than imps now. No, we don't. It's interesting. Swords and shields have double effect. We have infinite money. We might as well. Feast would be pretty good, but I want pillage, I think. I'm not sure if it can even be gun, though, is the thing. I guess I'll get swords and shields have double effect. Then get 48% HP for my raptors and my imps. And some more damage as well. For my raptors and my imps. They're up to 16 stacks of carnage, so they should be exploding like atomic bombs when they go off. Which will be pretty good. Obviously, we are just scaling to an insane degree. There's my earthworks. I can't believe I haven't gotten earthworks this whole time. That is genuinely shocking. Sacrifice doesn't care. Offering is cool. I guess I can get a clone. I probably should have gotten more, but here we go. Oh, we got another overhaul. There's literally nothing for me to level up though, but it will be a good destroyer, I suppose. Can mortgage these slimes. Got 180 gold. Then clone the vault so that we can overhaul the vault and do nothing with it. And then shields the imps twice. And then sell a wild card. Very great stuff. Another offering added to the bank. I am willing to offering a level 3 vault. I don't care. I think that is fine. I have nothing to play anymore. No! Okay, we're selling migrations. I know I could be milling the warlord around, but I'm paranoid of having the slimes like spread in an annoying way. Obviously, the King of Nature is mogged. We're searching for procreate. We can make peace with an enemy king. Think, honestly, I don't know if the King Greed... I guess King Greed... We want procreate cards right now. The King Greed does have a hard destruction engine, but so does the King of Spells, right? I guess I'll get some swords for the Raptors and Imps. I've really been pumping the left side. Potentially a little bit too much. Not sure if that is the greatest. The chaos has increased, by the way. Gonna get rid of this. Wait, no, I have slimes. I need to be milling my slimes every round, dude. What am I doing? I'll get some shields. And we're gonna offering the slimes. We got 10 migrations, which is kind of rude. I mean, I think the library's giving us big stonks right now, but I think I want to just double migrate Areno, the imps, while we have the opportunity. It gives the card the camp scaling and also is just good. Get another offering. It's time to wage war against another king. I think the King of Stone is acceptable. It will give us numerous... Yeah, we can double migrate again, by the way. It will give us numerous things of value, numerous earthworks, so we'll be able to fill up our board with garbage, which we'll then be able to duplicate. Speaking of, I might as well put one down over here, so that if I can earthworks, it'll clear out more empty spaces for me. Procreate is why I'm finding King of Nature. So the Giga Imps are officially super in number now. Offering is just what the doctor ordered. Another smithy? Dude, that would be kind of insane. Just like double our guys' stats each time. I think that's worth it. I think the more it shows up, the more worth it is. Because look at that, plus 48% damage. I guess we can get another vault. I'd like to overinvest in the imps and raptors. They are destroyed so quickly. Can I get a procreate? Can I get a procreate? I have infinite money. I will just continue rolling until I get procreate. I think it's time we gave the right-hand side a little bit of love. I know, with percentage-based upgrades, that's exactly what you do not want to do, but I don't know, it just kind of, I think it's nice to have, like, equal fists, and I think we're kind of crushing it right now. I think we can get away with upgrading our dudes. Can I get an earthworks, please? Thank you. You've got units, which is absolutely horrible. It's a completely worthless shop for us. But it will let me get everything but the slot near this guy. So we'll be able to get a bunch of vaults, which will in turn give us a bunch of money and serve as other offering targets when the one offering on the slime outputs stuff like overhauls and earthworks, which this one did, by the way. So boom, it's a humongous stat increase. We can procreate these guys, and true to my word, I'm gonna start leveling up the wizards a little bit. A little procreaticity is also good. We can make peace with an enemy king. Honestly, I think the King of Nature, it's time to make peace with them. I don't think I like super duper care about pumping my like unit count up as much as I care about leveling their stats. Come on, brother. Give me that. I'll level this guy up and then earthworks him and then vault up. We did get some procreates from the offering as well, so that is a consideration as well. Earthworks is great. The chaos has increased. The money as well is increasing, as well as the stats are. Additionally, just have so much gold gen. We are the wealthiest nomads. Nomad Wall Street. Alright. Raptors are getting... You're getting the stat-olies as well. Don't think I forgot about you. Maybe the wizards will get the swords and the raptors will get the shields on the top right. The King of Progress. Ain't it, Chief? Could do the King of Greed. Just because we can get money out of it, I guess. Not that that really like gives me a ton, so we're already rich. But I don't really care if he kills my backline. And you know what? Overinvest is really good as well. I think overinvests will go to the imps, just because, you know, we do need some high-level scaling. We've got a Royal Council event, which, if I wanted to just win, I think Feast would be the correct play, and I'm going to do that. Can offering these slimes. We got an Earthworks, which we might as well utilize. Very cool. That's what I like to see. Actually destroying them at blinding speed. Got 4 vault cards. That's even more gold in the bank. The enemies are destroyed. Another offering is added to the tally, of which we will continue to use it. It's just to level up the stuff around our encampment. We've got double migration, which I could play on the Warlord. Which I suppose I will play on the Warlord. Just to stat up all my units, including the Warlord. But the Warlord is a small part of this obstacle. Obviously, we're just gonna grab as many cards as I can fit. Even sacrifice is fine. Unify would be funny for the Warlord. I guess I'll grab an Earthworks. We have so much money, I feel like I should be spending it. Alright, that's enough for now. We do have so many cards. Okay, well, first things first, we offering these slimes. And I guess this vault. That gives us even more cards. We have some overhauls, which I might as well play. And then an Earthworks, which I might as well play. We'll get some shitty vaults, which we'll then use overhaul to get even more level ups on that. We have vampirism, which I'll put on the imps. I don't really care. Shields for the Raptor. And swords for the wizards. Alright, we're out of those. Carnage. I'll put some Carnage on that Raptor as well. Why not? We have some clone cards. That does almost nothing for us. I might as well domain expand and put another vault over there. Why not? I have 2 migrations, which I'll use on the Warlord. Procreates, which I'll use on my right-hand flank. And Earthworks, which I'll use, and then Sacrifice, which I'll also use. And Sacrifice, which I'll also use. And then I guess the clone cards can be used to level up vaults. There we go. Humongous big dick play. Our guys have about 10 bajillion stats. Dude, the wizards are actually kind of mogging the imps numerically. I guess they can get Midas Touch as well. Even though I think, I don't think it really matters. Get another shield. We can make peace with an enemy king. King agreed. You're kind of lowest on the totem pole. Alright, our raptors are starting to get E numbers of HP. Offering is also obviously great. I will utilize it. We'll get another Midas Touch on the wizards and clone the vault. Level up the vault. Beautiful stuff. Got the King of Stone, which we might as well Earthworks using him. The King of Spells is leading his final assault. We must play all our cards once more. That's fine by me. I can level this up as well, and migration is useless for me right now. Obviously, the King of Spells is completely eviscerated. We get another offering. We're going to utilize it in the slimes instead of milling my buildings over and over. Library for the Impanoids, or maybe the Wizard would be fine. I think I'm fine. Do I have a different destroying card? I do not. Yeah, I'll get a library going. Why not? I'll overinvest in the imps once more. We got a stack of Midas Touch on the Wizards, so we'll be getting even more gold for this upcoming shop. Obviously, we Earthworks. We can make War Within the King. I'll do the King of Nature this time, I guess. And we're going to Earthworks the library just to get a higher level library, so we can get more stacking of the Midas Touch. Can get more gold. I don't want any of these. Shields, there we go. 96% HP on the Raptors. It has been done. Beautiful stuff. Another offering. I'll take another doubling of max HP as well. And just level up my goons. My gooners. Obviously they're doing 99999 damage over and over, so that is amazing. I'm not sure if we even need more damage. I think they're like hitting the maximum damage over and over. We'll Earthworks again and level up the library to its maximum. This will also give us stats on all of our dudes, which will be wondrous. The enemies are slightly lasting longer. It's wigging me out a little bit. Dude, unit shop? Brother. Well, I guess we have no shop for now. It'll be like 10 years for yet another shop. Earthworks is obviously amazing. Just plop this down. And get some swords on my ranged trooper. We need to pump their numbers up so they have E plus X damage. Give me my offering. It's nice having just infinite money, Jen. King of Nature, you are gone. You are the weakest link. I guess I can... Yeah, do that. I'm gonna get some more warlords. Just so they can potentially buff up the imps or whatever. The combat's not really lasting long enough where that super duper matters, but it is what it is. We get some swords, invest in the wizards. They still aren't at E whatever damage. No way, dude. No. How is it possible? I had so many doublings of HP. Unfortunate. Guess it just goes to show that you can't fight the King of Stone too late. That's fine. I think that was a pretty good Raptor build. Didn't quite get the 99. And we did rely on the mobs kind of a lot early. However, I think it's kind of necessary on the higher king difficulty to do like a more like meta build. And so I think we are unfortunately stuck with the mobs, at least for the start. I think it transitions nicely into the Raptors. I liked how the imps worked with the Raptors as well. I think it worked out pretty good. Maybe I could have won if I just put all my stats in the imps instead of spreading it as well. I was getting a little bit cocky. It's really hard to gauge like how like close you are to the edge, you know? Well, whatever the case, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time for more 9 Kings, if I do more episodes of it before the next King is released. Goodbye!